Grow Garden 2 just came out, and it is 100 times more difficult than Grow Garden 1 for many reasons. So in today's video, I'll show you the full guide to become rich like me with over 140 million shekels in just a week, maybe even less if you watch this full guide. So stick around till the end, watch the entire video, subscribe and hit that like button and comment down your username because I'll give you a dragon breath. This video will contain everything that you need, and there's multiple methods that I like to use so I make the most amount of profit, just like here. Alright, for the first method, what you want to do is you want to buy crops and then AFK in them in a private server where nobody can rob you. As you can see right now, it is a rainbow event, and the rainbow will give you over 60 times multiplier, right? And if you have multiple crops that are rare, you'll get the most expensive amount of crops and you become super rich really fast. As you can see here, I have 2 dragon breaths, a moon bloom, a pomegranate, 3 Venus flytraps. That'll get me average 100 million per day before I invest them into more sprinklers. As you can see here, it is a rainbow event, which is really useful for the multipliers. Another method that is really important is when you go to sell, they added a new thing in Grow Garden 2 that is called Daily Deal. We'll show on top over here. Daily Deal is the most important thing in this game because it will give you 4 times the amount of money that you usually get when selling your garden. Let me right? And Daily Deal is super important. Or if you're feeling super risky, you can go to the sell dude, click double or nothing, which is even newer, and you can double your money or he takes everything. But I do not recommend this because it is a gamble and you probably lose your money just like I did, right, when I collected my entire garden. Now, another method is collecting sprinklers and watering cans. Now, there is something different about sprinklers in Grow Garden 2, which allows you to use common sprinklers to stack up and get the same multiplier as a super sprinkler, right? 7 common sprinklers will get you the same effect as a super sprinkler, and 5 uncommon sprinklers will get you the same effect as a super sprinkler. So instead of spending 4 million on one super sprinkler, you can get 7 common sprinklers to stack and get over 100x size mutation. Now, the thing with this game is that it's mostly based on luck. If you get a 100x mutation multiplier, then your garden might grow up to 40 kg. But if the seed is super lucky and you get the 100x multiplier, you'll end up with 400 kg like I'm about to show you right now. See, that was my garden before I planted it and got over 100 million and it bought more dragon breaths. As you can see, it is super important to use sprinklers because it will get you super rich really fast in Grow Garden. Now combine that with a rainbow mutation, gold mutation, bloodlet, which is 80x, you'll make over 1 billion with just one fruit. Now, putting the sprinklers to the side, another good way to become super rich starting the game is buying a plant that has a base value that's really high. For example, a plant that has a base value that's really high is bamboo. But bamboo has been nerfed and people have moved on. But let me tell you something about mushrooms. Mushrooms are the way to go. They are the best thing that you can buy in order to multiply. One mushroom has the same price as 5 dragon breath plants, right? If you had 5 of these plants, you'll have the same amount as one mushroom that's fully grown. And I think that's cool about mushrooms is that when they get a mutation, they'll grow up to millions and millions. That's without the daily value. With the daily value, you'll get over 15 million per mushroom or more, depending how big it grows. Now, talking about big, Grow Garden 2 made a new thing where you can stack mutations. So if this dragon breath had rainbow, as we can see here, it will not be able to get gold or anything like that, which we had in Grow Garden 1. Now, don't get sad too fast because there's another method. It's called the size. In Grow Garden 2, people look for the size more than the value. So if your garden is 100 kg, it's going to be more important than stacking 10 different mutations because size gets you its own multiplier. Combine with the rainbow, you'll get into the thousands of multipliers. That's why Grow Garden 2 is so much more different because it does not have the ordinary plant more, get more mutations, but it's more of plant bigger, quality over quantity, right? That's why people tell you to invest in sprinklers because that is the method. Now, another way you can get the most amount of money in Grow Garden 2 is pets. As you can see here, frogs get you a height boost of 10. But if I were to unequip this, put in a robin, which is 75,000 worth, it picks up seeds and drops them. So, for example, if it picked up the moon bloom, we'll pick it up and plant another one, which will give me 2 moon bloom plants, which is super good. And we'll invest this pet into more plants that will help me passively. Now, if we're unequip this and add a deer, the deer allows me for 10% more growth speed. And if you combine this with the 6 max slots, you'll get 60% growth speed and growth size. It will grow 60% bigger and faster. That's why pets are the best thing in Grow Garden 2 right now. Now, another method that you could use to get the most amount of money is by getting the turtle. The turtle is a legendary pet that allows you to store more fruits in. Now, the reason you want to store more fruits in is if you had 100 of these and were to sell it, wouldn't really matter much, obviously, because you will just give you the amount that is worth. But once you have the daily deal, it is very important, because the daily deal is only once per day, and we want to be the most efficient possible, right? So if we have the daily deal, we can stack and multiply our value by over 5x. If we had an inventory that is worth 10 million and it was completely full, we would get 50 million back. But if we had an inventory that is half full, we'll only get 25 million back, right? That is why it's super important to get pets that allow you to store more. Now, it's not all about having the size and the pets, but rather it's about the fruit's value. If you were to check the fruit's value, there is something new called the fruit price stock. The dealer will give you how much it's worth. So in 8 minutes it will refresh, but Dragon Breath is X 1.01, which will give you 1,100 per 1,000. Actually, it's 1,010 instead of 1,100. This one will give you 2,000 instead of 1,000, right? And pomegranates are not worth it right now because it will give you only 80%. That is why you want to wait here, then go to the daily deal, which will give you the most amount of money's worth, right? Here's the base price, 3.4k, base price 9k, so 18k, right? That's something new, guys, and you should follow this guide because it is super important. Now, another problem that you will face is the bugs and glitches. Grow Garden 2 has lots of bugs and glitches, but that doesn't mean you could use them to your advantage, because there is a method where if you collect your fruits, leave the server, join the server back, you will still have them in your inventory and in your garden, right? And that's super rare to get, but the most amount of money that you can get. Now, if this guide was useful, hit that subscribe button, like button, comment down your username, and watch the video that's shown right here.